Charlene, and I'm with a company called Art Lifting. We're a social enterprise that helps homeless and disabled artists sell their artwork. In the spring of 2010, one of our co-founders, Liz Powers, graduated from Harvard and got a grant to start art therapy programs at women's shelters. And she was all around Boston, and she saw that there was such amazing talent and such amazing artwork created at these therapy programs that were just sitting there. So she started an annual art show called City Heart. It brings together, in the beginning, 20, and now in our 4th year, 70 artists, one day in the spring at the Peru, where it's basically an art show. And so artists, low-income homeless, can come sell their artwork, and we accrued a few $1,000s in just one day. And so I volunteered with that, and we saw a big discrepancy. Well, two. So one was, a lot of people are coming by and saying, oh, this is phenomenal artwork, what a great mission, where can I find the artwork? I'm too busy right now, I can't buy it. And there was no place, right? You can't really just go to a shelter and really shop for art, and you can't really go to a disability home and shop for art. And the second was, because of the minimal resources these artists had, they were creating art on small pieces of paper or canvas. So even though the talent was great, the value of the artwork could not reach what we thought it deserved. So we launched Art Lifting, which kind of solves these two problems. Art Lifting is a e-commerce platform that helps homeless and disabled artists showcase their artwork, and we also make their artwork into prints and products. So on our website, you can find the art sorted by different categories. We have greeting cards, gift cards, iPhone cases, and we make premium G-clay pieces of paper as well as mounted canvas, anywhere from small, so 11 by 14, to larger, 30 by 40. And we also offer frames. And we've seen that the benefits are huge for the artists, right? So it's not just the confidence that the artists have of being on the website, and that is huge, right? If you're at a shelter, if you're at a disability home, and you create art for therapy's sake, but there's also that other part where creating art is very expensive. So you want to capture the benefits of the art therapy, but you can't have, you don't have enough money to buy the materials to create art, and therefore you can't have the benefits of art therapy. So it's like a downward spiral that we wanted to fix. So now we're working with over 40 artists in over 7 cities. We launched just in Boston a year ago with only 4 artists. And so our artists, some who are on disability have gotten off disability, and we have 4 artists who were in homeless shelters who have gained housing. So this is just some examples of the artwork. So we have anything from Boston scenes. We launched in Boston, and these were very, very popular, to abstract. This is an artist in Texas who also sold at a one-day art show and has been selling amazingly on her website. And some of our artists even take commission. So Dante is the same artist who drew this, and someone saw his artwork and decided, they really, really wanted this as a holiday present. We've also been pivoting and looking at, for the holiday season, we created candles, and honestly, our artists just love seeing their artwork on any of the products. It's very, very empowering. So the Boston Design Center has been very generous, and they gave us gallery space downstairs. And right now, we had the big showroom next to ABP for a while, and now we're on the 2nd floor. And we've also had great partnerships with companies such as Reese, MakerBot, and Zenny Optical, which is an eyeglass company. MakerBot made one of our artists' prints into a 3D printed iPhone case. And so that, too, is incredibly empowering for them. So I think that's it.
I have 2 questions. One, I guess, how do you go about identifying artists? Mm-hmm. The second question, I know people that are not well off, but they're not homeless. So, why do you focus on homeless people as opposed to people that are starving, for example, but not homeless?
Right. So the first part of that question. So a lot of shelters and disability homes actually have existing art therapy programs. So it's actually very easy reaching out to them and saying, hey, we have this program, would any of your artists benefit from it? And so that's how we were able to source our first few artists. And then soon after that, we were in the press here in DC, and we've had artists just kind of reaching out to us, and we've been snowballing from there. And the reason that I guess we work with homeless artists and not starving artists is that well, sometimes the two are hand in hand, but other times, well, we just started in shelters, right? We really wanted to help a population that would really benefit from this. And that is where we started. Once we have, if and when we have the capacity to expand beyond that, our hope is to help low-income artists as well.
Is this something that's local in Boston, or is it a bit more expanded into other cities?
Yeah, so we started in Boston, December of 2013, and we've expanded to 6 cities now. So we're in DC, New York, Miami, New Jersey as like a state, San Francisco, LA, and Texas, or Austin, rather. Yeah.
So is the goal to essentially get them to a point where they get kicked off the site because they no longer qualify because they're so successful selling their art?
The goal is to empower them in a way, in whichever way we can, right? So for some artists, it's not about the money, it's about building the confidence. So for a lot of disabled artists, it's not that, they're low on money, it's more of they've been through a lot of traumatic experiences and they want that support. And so for artists, some of them we help them get gallery shows, right? So having the artwork displayed in a gallery, people start picking them up, the news starts covering them, like that's one way of empowering, and the other, of course, is the financial. So one of our artists, he's very, very close to getting off disability assistance, and so his idea is to open up his own shop once he can do that. And so we don't really kick anyone off the platform, but we do help them achieve their goals, whatever they may be. Yeah.
How does art lifting make money?
Sorry?
How does art lifting actually make money? What do you do? Commission or?
Yeah, we take a commission. So the majority of the profits go to the artist. It's a 55-45 split. So 55 goes to the artist and 45 goes to us. And because we do prints of the artwork, and we don't just sell the originals, they can see, the idea is that with just one painting, they can see unending income over the months or years. Yeah.
How do the artists take payment since you're e-commerce and they probably don't have bank accounts?
So a lot of shelters take the money for them, or they have social workers who will take the checks. Yep.
Have you considered expanding to something that would require a little less skill, like maybe making jewelry or something like that, as opposed to drawing and then doing other items that could be trainable and build your base of potential designers?
Yeah, we've definitely been approached by a lot of individuals that 3D art, so like jewelry, pottery, etc. But our goal is to have something that's replicable, so they can make that unending income, potential unending income. And with something like jewelry, we've met with some organizations where it kind of becomes like a sweatshop, because then you say, okay, we need 50 of this thing, and it's not so much skill-based, creativity-based, it's more of, we're telling you what to do, and you're giving us the product. And one last question. Yeah.
It sounds like a social entrepreneurship arrangement. Are you nonprofit? Are you for-profit?
We're like a hybrid. We're an L3C, so low profit limited liability, which means we have our financial mission is our social mission. And for us, that means our goal is to maximize the profits of our artists. Great. I think that's it. Thank you.